This is how you drive it. Sideways. No, but seriously, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to some Forza Horizon 4 with the fastest electric car added into the game, which is this. This is the Razor. So it's the Razor Tachyon, I'm guessing is how it's said. People can correct me. I don't really care. But yeah, this is one of the newest cars that they've added into the game. Obviously, with the season, you can get it by getting 50%. In the winter season, just do a bunch of stuff on the festival playlist. You should be able to get it, no problem. Now, the car itself has 1,251 horsepower and weighs 1,451 kilos. Now, this is specifically made to be fast in a straight line. This is supposed to have a top speed of 240 miles per hour, which is pretty insane if you think about it for an electric car. So that's what I'm going to try to do. The aero on it looks absolutely nuts. Obviously, I've driven this not too long ago because it was actually added into the rivals as well, so we got to see how this thing actually handled, and it wasn't really great handling wise, but top speed wise, I mean, even acceleration wise it's slow. You can see it. Watch, I'll do it from a standstill here, right? Also the revs are weird. It only revs up to about 3,000 RPM, which is pretty mad. So there we go, we're off. Acceleration wise, like I said, it's not very quick. Sounds like a spaceship. But there it goes. 200 miles per hour. Passed it without a problem. All the way up to 240. 241 actually. It's just taken over to 241. Now, first of all, I'm gonna mess around with this thing and see if we can get this to be a little bit faster. Maybe changing aero, maybe changing tires. Whatever it is, whatever upgrades there are for it, obviously I'm going to have to go and check it out. However, there is one upgrade that I know for a fact exists, and that is the drift suspension. So I think at the end of this video, I'm going to try and drift this thing. I don't know how that's going to work out for me, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. That's the one thing that I know exists on this car because I wanted to check. So I can have drift suspension on it. It's going to be very interesting with drift suspension. But yeah, let's have a look and see if I can get this thing to be a little bit faster than what it is now. I can't engine swap. I can't really do anything there. As for drivetrain, I can't even change the final drive of this thing. Is there anything I can actually change on it? I change the type of tire. Nothing really helps, I guess. Too much here. Obviously, once I take this thing out drifting, I'm going to put drag tires on it just to see what it's like. Because I can't actually change. See, this is going to, like, yeah, I can't change much on it. For grip, like, this isn't going to help my top speed out at all. It's going to help my handling out by doing this, which I'll just do anyway, but our top speed just doesn't go down at all. Everything else here, I can get these to be 7 kilos lighter overall if I get a set of wheels like this. I'll put something that's a little lighter. Why not? Here, I'll just put these on. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Wheel size I'm not going to touch. As for our track width, I'm going to bring this out as far as it goes. There's not much there anyway. Yeah, there's not really a lot of... Ooh, whoa. Go back, because I haven't actually finished everything. There's not much here that I can actually adjust and change. See, I don't think the drift suspension would even do anything for our top speed. I will do this, though. It's going to get it to be a little bit lighter. And I guess that's literally every single upgrade that we can actually do to this thing. It's going to bring it up to 988. Obviously, our weight went down by a lot. Our grip has also gone up by a little bit as well. Okay. It's gonna be interesting now. If I go on my tunes, 241 miles per hour. Like, see this. If I was able to change this, the final drive, that would be perfect. It would be perfect. Yeah, as for everything else here, what if I do anything to this? What if I bring my stiffness for the springs on the rear end all the way to the top? It still stays at 240 or 241. It doesn't want to change at all here. Yeah, it's literally not doing anything here by doing this. I'm just going to leave the suspension similarly to the way it was before. Something like this. As for the diff, I think if I make it to go more rear wheel drive, I think it'll be faster top speed wise, right? Yep, there's 242. Just going to fully lock the rear diff. Actually, I'll do the same with the front. It doesn't really make too much of a difference for me at all here. It's going to be rear wheel drive for top speed now as well. If I do this, will it do anything? 240.8. Wait, so it goes down. How does that make sense? How does my arrow moved towards speed make this thing go down? I'm gonna leave it like this though. I just want to see how fast can we actually get this thing. If I can get this thing to 242, I guess it's an achievement. Okay. I wanted to see if I could just get it sideways just by accelerating, because the acceleration on this thing is so bad. This is gonna be an interesting car, especially with drift suspension on it. It's gonna be very, very interesting to see what it drives like. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Technically, this should be faster top speed wise than before, even though that the graph says otherwise. It's actually slower, 239. Wow. Okay. What if I bring this back? I can't remember what it was before. 241.7, 241.8. 241.9. This doesn't make sense. .242. So if I bring this more to cornering, is that going to make a faster straight line? How does that make sense? Are these reversed? These are genuinely reversed here. Look at this. I'm bringing this thing to cornering with more downforce, and I'm having a higher top speed. This genuinely makes absolutely no sense to me. Is the arrow fully reversed here? Yeah, 242 now. It's so weird. It's very, very weird to drive. Makes a lot of noise as well for an electric car. Okay. Well, there you go. There's a racer's top speed. It's mad for an electric car, but, I mean... Off the 4th channel we go, to do something that this car was literally not made to do. Literally, couldn't care less about top speed now. I'm gonna put drag tires on it, and I'm gonna take it down the mountain and see if this is remotely driftable. The single gear that it has on drag tires, I'm gonna also change it so it's more all-wheel drive. I think it's easy now to lose traction with the rear end, because all the power going to the rear end, but I think I'm gonna try and keep it mostly all-wheel drive as well. We'll see. We'll see, honestly. Oh yeah, by the way, everyone, I changed my tires to drag tires, and it's just decided to bring my top speed up to 244 instead now. So my top speed is a little higher than what it was before. I don't think this is gonna be a good drift car. I honestly don't think this is gonna be a good drift car. Let's just take it down the mountain with the setup that's on it now and see. This is gonna be bad. I can already tell. The interior is mad though. There's no rear view mirror, so there's just like a mirror in front of you. That looks so crazy. And your speed is like to your left. It's such a weird car. What a weird car. Okay. What am I doing? Oh man, the final drive is just too long. How am I even sliding this? How? How am I even doing this, man? This is honestly so hard to drive. I am actually accelerating. I have enough torque to accelerate. Come on, come on, come on. No, please. It's just the corners, the slower corners I'm struggling on. But the longer ones, it does want to accelerate. I'm gonna have to ruin the grip for it even more than what I've done so far. It just still has a bit too much grip for these Or this gear, I can't even speak, this gear ratio here. It's got a ton of torque, but like the gear's so long for this thing. As if. Okay, 294. I can beat 294 with this thing. It's such a weird thing to drive, man. It's so strange. I can already see people in the comments, why are you trying to drift everything in the game? It's because I want to. Why are you crying over the internet over some kid that's trying to play a video game in a funny way? Okay, I've officially ruined the way this drives even more. So let's see. There's no way. Oh, I'm just a little too close to the inside. Ah, there I could have... If I had a little bit more angle. I stayed a little bit wider. This is dumb. This is dumb that I'm even able to do this. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I am actually drifting this thing. Granted, it's all-wheel drifting. Because I feel like rear-wheel drive, it's just not gonna have... I mean, even now I can see how... Oh, God. I can see how bad it is at, at changing and transitioning and all that stuff. It's just... It's terrible. So I think fully rear-wheel drive, this thing is gonna be so much worse. But look at the points with a little bit of a tune here. Look at those points, boys. Really making this thing into a drift car is so dumb. The biggest difference between now and before was the camber and toe. I messed with the camber and toe so much here that I made it so it's... Oh god, I wish I would have held some slides a little bit better there. Get 400,000 points. Pretty much make it so it's a little bit less drivable in a straight line. So every time as you can see, every time I turn, it immediately goes into oversteer. So it definitely helps this thing a lot with trying to build it like that. I'm gonna do one final run. One final run. And then try to get over 400,000 points with this thing, because I think it's possible. If I just drive a little bit better. Look at it go around corners though. This thing is nuts. How? How did I even make it to do this? That's so dumb. This is what happens when you allow me to put drift suspension on a car in the game. Doesn't matter what car it is, I can drift it. There's no clutch kicking or anything I can do here, so I'm just like sort of hoping for the best. That was just holding e-brake the entire time. Come on. Oh, I wish I could have a few more points here. Come on. Oh my god. There it is. 423,000 points with this absolute monster, whatever this is that I've just built here. This is nuts. I can't believe I managed to even get this thing to slide. After driving it in Rivals and realizing how long this gear or whatever it is that it has. How long it is. I didn't think I was actually going to be able to slide it around. And it's not even bad. It's not even bad. It's actually kind of decent to drive. It's very controllable. I just, again, it's that gear or whatever that's holding this thing back. I think overall, I think I'd be able to slide this thing with ease if I was able to adjust that a little bit more towards acceleration than top speed. But yeah, it's a fun car. It's a fun car. As terrible as it is to drive around corners, it's actually a really, really bad car to drive around corners. It just doesn't have the grip. As you guys have seen when I was playing with it in Rivals, it just isn't that good. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to finish the video off here. If you guys enjoyed it, you want to I can't even speak. If you guys enjoyed today's video, if you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course subscribe. Follow me on all social medias, links to those are down below. And yeah, that's going to be it. This thing rips. It's just weirdly we can put drift suspension on it and then it just absolutely rips. So yeah, it's a fun car. I recommend you guys try it out yourselves. Well, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.